All right, welcome in, guys. That was crazy. I literally hit the button to start the stream and got a phone call at the same time. Um, appreciate all you guys being here. It's all just like regular guys. Look at this mug. Oh, it's Fort McHenry. Have you guys ever been there before? It's a pretty cool place. It's like in a star shape. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream or not. I got some stuff I have to do, so I might just like stream while I'm working. But yeah, I haven't started TikTok yet. I got both of my phones on the tripod, so I'm kind of testing it out. I got this attachment now that Tad recommended. It works really well. I'm in Gettysburg at Washington. I thought maybe I could do a little house tour or something. Got some like cool furniture in here and stuff. There's cleaners are supposed to come sometime soon. I don't know when, but she's gonna probably walk in here and be like, "What the hell?" I needed to fold some of the laundry here, so. All right, I'm gonna start TikTok also, and then have some conversations while I do a little bit of work. A bunch of new subs, especially on TikTok. We got like in the past week, we've been doing the TikTok streams for a week now. I'm trying to do it every day. I wasn't live on TikTok one day, but I was on YouTube doing the street outreach. We got like 200 new followers on TikTok in a week, which is awesome. Ben says, "Oh no, not TikTok." I don't know how many subs we got on YouTube, but I know we got over 1,200. We're like right behind VSL. Me and VSL have been like having going back and forth with our sub count. So I wasn't as consistent as she was for a little while, and she got over 1,200 before me, but now I'm up there too. So that's really cool. Jake is the strongest dude on the internet. That's funny. Yeah, TikTok's a little crazy. But more, I don't know. There's more viewers, can reach more people. Basically, I was keeping track of it, and if I stream for like 3 hours, I can talk to 20 different people, which is more than I can talk to on the street. But you know, a lot of the people that you talk to online are kids or trolls. You know, not exactly the people I'm trying to talk to, right? But there are some pretty open-minded people sometimes. And there's a lady that just started following me on TikTok. She's been vegan for 71 years. She looks like I was like, that's impossible. There's no way. She literally looks like she's like maybe 50 years old. She doesn't even really look like she's 50. She says she's been vegan for 71 years. I don't know if she was born vegan, just been vegan her whole life, or like, I have no idea how old she is, but she looks like super young. Her name is the Vegan Matriarch. Go follow her on TikTok. She posts all sorts of different things. But yeah, she's been vegan 2 times longer than I've been alive. That's wild. So yeah, she's cool. I talked to her for a little bit after my live. So yeah, she's cool. I'll talk to her more. She would be really helpful with the animal justice. Talking to people, maybe she could be like a mentor kind of thing. Yeah, and I heard you talking about animal justice in Challenge 22, and like animal justice is kind of missing that like mentor thing. Somebody else asked me about it too. They were like, "Do you have like a mentor program?" And like, obviously we're just starting, with the whole animal justice thing. It's not that big. But as it's growing pretty fast. As it's growing, I feel like maybe that is something that we could offer. There was another web developer. I need to reach out to Ian. There's another web developer that has some like recommendations on the site. I thought could be helpful. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. Let me start the TikTok, and maybe we can have a few conversations. And maybe I should put the background up over here. How do you feel about animals? That's the prompt that we're going to use. There was another, I had an idea for another prompt. Now I totally forgot. I didn't make it. Oh, I think I'm going to do like a Elwood dog meat prompt. Like we can love dogs and eat dogs too, or something like that, to kind of trigger people. I think maybe I'll do that tomorrow. What do you guys think? Tastes like vanilla. I've never tried that before. I saw your message. I've never tried that before. I've seen people talk about it. I live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't get things like that. Where did these other towels come from? I do like the setup now with my tripod and my other phone. I can they're like right next to each other, so it's nice. The other like the past week I've had 2 phones, but they were like kind of separated a little bit, so. Yeah, why do you hate animals? That's a good one. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do that next, because we were talking about that the other day. What's up, River? I'm not sure what your name actually is. I had a friend named, or a guy I worked with named River. And another guy that I was kind of like acquaintances with named River. He's a bubble magician. Actually, really, really cool. The dude can do some crazy stuff with bubbles. You guys ever seen a bubble magician before? I'm totally folding this wrong way. Save the bees. Save the bees. I should probably be a little bit further back so people can see. What is going on here, man? They have to all be the same way. Okay, we have our first request up here. Oh, it's a friendly.
Hello.
What's up, Remy? How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you? Hi, TV.
Doing good. Just getting started here. Looks like there's another request, maybe. Let's bring up this person.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Doing good. So what's this like live about?
We talk about animals.
Like, just like straight up animals, or like how like people use animals, or?
Yeah, like our relationship with animals.
Oh, gotcha. Do you have a pet?
Do I have a pet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some dogs that I rescue. I've adopted some that I'm like rehoming. We got them from some different shelters. Trying to give them another.
So you like pick up like animals that are like rescues, and then you try to okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm actually a dog educator. So yeah, when I see a dog that has some type of issue where they don't get along with other dogs, or they don't get along with people, or like somebody adopted a dog and they don't have the time to really care for them. I've taken some of them in to train them, educate them, and then trying to rehome them, give them another chance. Because a lot of times when dogs go back to a shelter, like they're in a shelter, they get adopted, they go, then they have some issue and they go back to the shelter. A lot of times, there's shelters will put them up higher on the list to be euthanized if they run out of room. So how does that make you feel?
That animals get euthanized?
Yeah, just because they don't have room, just because they have too many dogs coming in, so they euthanize dogs just because they don't have the space. And they might be like, they might be a little reactive or whatever, or even they might even be a really, really good dog and not have any issues at all, and it's just literally because they don't have space, they euthanize them.
I think that's pretty sucky. I mean, I don't think dying is a pretty fun thing for anyone, really.
Right.
But I mean, I've seen things that like euthanization is pretty like it's painless, isn't it?
Yeah, but even if it's painless, like these folks, they want to continue to live, right? They don't really know better, and we're just kind of taking their life from them for no reason. We're not like defending ourselves. We're not like
Yeah, I get that. I was just wondering because I heard that like something about like animals that get euthanized was like painless or something.
Yeah. So, what do you think about other animals, like animals that we farm, animals that we send to a slaughterhouse?
I don't know. You eat them. We're omnivores. We eat both plants and meat. So, we raise cows. We raise goats. Chicken. I actually have chickens outside right now.
Did you say that you raise cows and goats and chickens?
Oh no,
or you just have chickens?
Yeah, I have chickens.
Gotcha. So
I have a little chicken coop.
Do you have the chickens to use them for their eggs, or what's the do you
Yeah,
slaughter
we get
them
eggs
for
from our
their
chickens.
meat?
Yeah. I mean, so there was this one chicken that we had and it was getting old. Like, it was like right on its deathbed, right? Like, it could barely walk, right? It couldn't even eat properly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, at this point, and I'm pretty sure it was sick because its neck was like it couldn't even keep its neck up, you know? It was, the chicken was messed up. I don't know what happened to it. It just suddenly got that. And I just I just offered, I like converted my family members if we should just, give it a clean death, you know?
How old was the
Because I
chicken?
feel like at that point where it's sick and, it could barely even live, this,
How old was the chicken?
oh, dude, I think like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, that's it. That's like chickens can live like as long as dogs, somewhat. It's about the same. For some dogs, at least, like bigger dogs. So yeah, that's kind of young for a chicken.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just like randomly got sick. Like all the other chickens were fine. Like they were all good. It was just that chicken. It got sick. Its neck wasn't like working right.
Can I ask where you got him? Was it like a Tractor Supply or?
I don't know. Like, because we all live we live because we live on a not a big ranch, but we live on like a small ranch, and we have like chickens. I think like 10, 15. My brother just literally came home one day. He's like, "Look, I got baby chickens." I don't know where he got them from.
Yeah, so probably from like a Tractor Supply. It's a pretty good chance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so those chickens tend to have a lot of health problems because they are bred to be consumed. So they're bred to grow very large, so large so quickly that like their legs can't support them and things like that. So they have a lot of help.
I mean, the chicken that we had, I named him Davy because, I don't know, I thought Davy looked good on him, so. He was actually the smallest one. He was like, even though he was fully grown, wait, no, chickens that lay eggs are girls, I forget. So, Davy.
A hen can be a Davy. It's fine.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm so new to this like chicken stuff. I don't know. I really, my mom adores them, so she's the one that like takes care of them all the time. I'm only like second in command. So yeah, but the chicken isn't huge. Like it's probably like 3 pounds at best, maybe 5.
Have you noticed that they have like personalities and that they like chickens can be really friendly? Sometimes they give hugs.
Well, Davy, that's why I like Davy, because Davy was pretty cool. For some reason, like if you just like put him on like your arm, right,
Mm-hmm.
like a parrot, right, it would start walking up to your shoulder, and it would try to like jump on your head. But that's only if you put him on your arm. It doesn't do it anywhere else.
Yeah, he sounds really sweet. Do you consume chicken?
Like, do I eat chicken?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real chicken, but I eat chicken nuggets from like McDonald's.
Yeah, there's real chicken in that. There's real like animal flesh. It's very processed, but yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Have you noticed like any sort of like a disconnect between like that you have this connection to Davy and like Davy will like climb on your arm and jump on your head and like has this personality, and then also like eating chickens that are just like Davy?
Well, I mean, the thing is that we no longer have Davy. He died like last week.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it had something called like a sour crop or whatever. I looked it up. It was like, uh, the thing about like a sour crop is that you only notice until it's most likely too late. So it like throws up once, and if you don't notice that it threw up, then it's already dead.
How does that happen? Like, is there a reason for that?
I mean, I don't really know well, right? We were gonna take him to the vet, right? But they were closed. So I just asked like one of my friends that are like learning to be a veterinarian, and they just told me it was something about if they eat something and it gets like something that's like really unhealthy for them, and it gets stuck in their stomach sac on their like chest, and it cannot digest properly, it starts to like sour and like rot, basically. And then that makes them sick.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Sorry that
Yeah.
happened.
I mean, I knew that Davy's day was coming, right? But every time I was like, maybe we should just, just cut it short. I mean, I don't think Davy's making it.
Yeah, so when we make those decisions for these animals, you're trying to make that decision in Davy's best interest, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Davy wanted to live. I'm pretty sure he tried to commit like 2 times.
Damn.
Yeah. Because we have a pool. It's nowhere near our, like where we keep the chickens or the hens or whatever. And I don't know how, but he would, because we have these gates and they have like holes between them. So he would always try to like wedge himself through the hole. And he would walk all the way to the pool and try to drown himself. And we have sensors on that pool, right, that like turn on. And we know because you could start hearing like the jets turn on in the pool. And yeah, so
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, so you recognize that your chickens, they're individuals, right? They have their own experiences and they have feelings.
right.
So what do you think about the other animals, all the other farmed animals, even all the other chickens? You think that you'd agree they're all individuals and they all want to be happy and want to continue to live for the most part?
I mean, every animal wants to live,
Yeah. Yeah, so have you ever considered being vegan before and not consuming these animals and respecting their will to live?
I mean, I've thought of veganism like once when I was like in middle school. And no, it wasn't veganism. What was the other one? It was, you could like consume dairy and yogurt.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian, yeah.
Do you know the difference between vegetarian and vegan?
Yeah, one consumes like milk, yogurt, cheese. Like not actual meat, but like animal's byproduct or whatever.
Yeah, that's like what that kind of describes what people do, but the reason behind being vegetarian or vegan is pretty different. So vegetarian is a diet. A lot of people are vegetarian for health reasons or for the environment or something like that. Some people say that they're vegetarian for like ethical reasons, but when you really look at it, if you're vegetarian, you're still exploiting cows and chickens the only animal that you're kind of respecting at that point are pigs, because we don't really take anything else from pigs. Some vegetarians even still eat fish, which is kind of weird. But when you're vegan, you're vegan is a stance that rejects all exploitation of all these animals. So therefore, we don't eat or consume anything from any of these animals. Like when we have alternatives, we just choose those alternatives. Does that kind of sound like
Right.
that aligns with your values?
That I do what? Sorry.
That you would you say that you would want to reject this exploitation of these animals when we have other alternatives?
I mean, I think I would, but I'm at like a point in my life where I'm pretty sure I can't.
What's stopping you? Like, why would you say that you can't?
Well, I don't want to like trauma dump on here, but let's just say one thing led to another, and a nutritionist and even my like primary health care doctor is like urging me to like
Are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, am I cutting out again? Oh no.
I'm through and I won't make an assumption.
Oh no. I think I'm cutting out.
For me, I will say I highly recommend seeing a registered dietitian instead of a nutritionist. Nutritionists get a certificate. Registered dietitians have to do medical residencies in hospitals, and they are much more similar to doctors and have a much greater understanding of dietetics than a nutritionist would. But I hear you on being urged to eat, and I know that there are various different things that could be causing difficulties with that. I will say for me, something that helped me a lot is there's a brand called Kate Farms. There's also Soylent. Both of them taste great. And Kate Farms, not all of their formulas are vegan, but Soylent is entirely vegan. They also have like protein bars and stuff. It's pretty high calorie, which is great. And it is like nutritionally complete. They're made to be like meal replacements, or you can add them if you're eating other meals to just get more calories in. So I will say it is possible for many people to be navigating a wide array of different challenges and still be able to be vegan.
I gotcha. You said something about ED. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's not the one you might have been thinking of. It was an eating disorder. I'm trying to not get Jake. I don't know if that's gonna get him like a no.
Talk to a vegan
I
dietitian?
have. I'm pretty sure. I would have to go back and look at the papers my doc made, but it has something to do with like. What happened?
Jake's frozen right now.
Oh,
You can keep going. I think he can still hear you.
I think I'm back.
Okay.
Would you be willing to learn
So,
more about veganism and,
I don't
and
know.
talk
I would
to a
have to
dietitian?
read my like doctor, like the papers that my doc gave.
I guess I'm just like really frozen. I don't know what's going on with my. I'm not frozen on YouTube, right?
That does make sense. Do you think that a hospital setting would be helpful for you?
I'd rather not be put in a room where doctors think that I'm like, oh, this guy, he's on his bed. I don't think that would be really good for my mind, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no judgment in asking. I'm just, I've been there. I've been in the hospital. So sometimes people need that. And if they need it, that's okay. I think if you're going through really severe health issues, whether that's like malabsorption or like anything else, I think that talking to your doctor more about and really highly recommend a registered dietitian, which the website behind Jake, animaljustice21.org, has registered dietitians on there that you could speak to. But yeah, does that make sense?
Provider. They give me registered dietitians, right, all around my state.
Mm-hmm.
The closest one that was on the list was all the way in Goodyear, and that's I don't know, almost an hour drive.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to make that drive yet, especially when gas prices are not looking too good.
A lot of them do telehealth. Well, also another thing to think about is that I hear you, and when people are going through really severe health issues, sometimes they need to deal with that side of things first. I'm not a doctor. I can't give medical advice. But what I will say is that veganism is not just a diet. That's a misconception that a lot of people have. So vegans also do not use animals for entertainment. We don't go to SeaWorld or zoos or circuses or anything like that. We don't use products that are tested on animals. So shampoo, body wash, conditioner, laundry detergent, toothpaste, any of those things. We don't use them. We use alternatives that are cruelty-free. You can look on the back of packaging and see either a leaping bunny little symbol or a PETA certification. Both of those are really reputable. And then we also don't wear animals. We would not wear their skin. We wouldn't use a hairbrush with boar bristles and things like that. So maybe those are things that are more potentially change right now. Does that sound like something that aligns with your values that you would want to do?
I don't know if it's right now. I mean, I don't know if any of my stuff is used on animals. I sure hope cologne isn't.
Most of them are, unless you're checking.
Yeah, you have to look for the cruelty-free stuff.
What's wrong with cologne? Cruelty-free?
Yeah, cruelty-free.
Yeah, I don't know if it said anything like that on it.
Or vegan. Just
yeah,
look
there
up
are
vegan.
colognes that are cruelty-free.
Yeah. Just search it online, vegan.
I feel like cologne isn't that bad. I mean, you test it on a rat, and they just smoke it.
No, so have you heard about the Ridgeland? Well, it is harm and it is foul, but have you heard about the Ridgeland Beagles?
No.
So Ridgeland was a testing facility, a breeding facility, and they sell dogs for testing, and they also do testing there. And one of the things they would do to test things like shampoo and laundry detergent and things like that is shove a tube down the dog's throats, pump their stomachs full of laundry detergent, and see how much it takes before they pass away. They would rub things into their eyes. It's not like they just spray the dog with cologne and then it's oh, now the dog smells nice. They are using it to see how much of it is poisonous or toxic. When we have really great alternative methods of testing that are way more accurate, they're called novel medical alternatives. And so animal testing is a lot more grim and a lot more horrific than people think. The first video I ever saw that was animal rights related was a video of animal testing. And I became vegetarian first when I first saw that. And so it's definitely I don't see like a hierarchy between like mice or dogs or stuff like that. To me and to vegans, they are all sentient beings, and they all have the capacity to feel pain and terror and joy and familial bonds and friendships, and the things we do to them are really awful. I mean, I hope you can agree that like shoving a tube down a beagle's throat so we can pump them full of laundry detergent or soap or shampoo until they pass away is a really horrible thing to do.
Gotcha. Well, I didn't know they were shoving laundry detergent in like their stomach to like. I didn't know that was a test. But
oh yeah, they do much worse. I'm trying to, not. But if you are interested in more, I think that might be very edifying for you in terms of like learning what's actually going on. And then it's just as you run out of products, what I did is I just would replace everything that I ran out of at like in the very beginning with something that was a cruelty-free version of that. And they're all around the same price. They're not like way more expensive or anything. You can get really expensive versions, but you can get super expensive like non-cruelty-free options. But a lot of them are really affordable.
oh, all right. Sounds cool. Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
That kind of sucks.
We're gonna move on to the next guest. Do you have any other questions?
No, I mean, I appreciate talking to you guys. I mean, that was a pretty cool combo.
Yeah, thanks, you too.
Yeah, I mean, hope you guys have a great day.
You too. You should check out animaljustice21.org.
All right, I'll keep. Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment like in 20 minutes, but after I'll check it out.
Yeah, and just keep thinking about Davy, and try to relate Davy to these other animals. Like, if you wouldn't want Davy to be in those positions, like, then we should care about those other animals that are being forced into these positions because of what we choose, right? So, thanks, Remy. That was a great conversation.
Yeah, of course. It's a little hard for me if someone's navigating like such severe health problems like that. I don't want to be giving like prescriptive dietary advice, and so I just tried to focus more on like, okay, maybe you need to medically stabilize under a doctor's care, and you don't always have a choice in what happens with that, but here are the things you can do. Yeah,
exactly. Like you said, vegan relates to a lot of other choices that we make besides just what we eat, right? So, if you have to talk to a doctor and make sure that make sure you set up a good plan, a whole food plant-based diet or whatever you need. Maybe you have to check in with somebody to confirm all that. But when it comes to what you wear and other products that you buy, like, that can be a hard stop right now. Now he knows, like, he should probably be looking for the cruelty-free stuff. There's vegan cologne, so hopefully he'll consider the animals when he's making these choices.
I just sent him a link for vegan colognes.
Perfect.
Yeah, I saw you post that. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm not friends with him, so I'm not sure if he'll see it, but hopefully he'll hear this and check it. It's from Rita.
The last thing that I'll say for anyone listening is that I was underweight before I went vegan due to some medical problems, and after going vegan on a fully plant-based diet, I was able to gain the healthy weight that I needed to gain, honestly, pretty quickly. Eating mostly just whole plant foods, but also like some processed vegan foods, which I no shame about that. But people seem to think of it as like you go vegan and then you lose a ton of weight, and that is not the case.
What's up, Chip?
Hello.
Chip's here. Yeah, so
I'm just here if you need another activist by now.
Awesome. Yeah, I was the same way, Remy. I was pretty. I wasn't like underweight, but I was like on the bottom range of like a normal weight for my height. and I've wanted to gain like 25, 30 pounds for a while, and I just didn't have the best relationship with food. But once I became vegan and I started eating like more of a mainly whole food plant-based diet, tracking what I was eating, and eating more intentionally, I gained all that weight that I wanted to. And yeah, so now I'm like right where I want to be, and it was pretty quick. It was probably within 6 to 8 months or so. I got like right up where I wanted to be. So yeah, it's you can gain weight as a vegan, you can lose weight as a vegan, or on a plant-based diet. Yeah, so you can kind of do whatever you want to do. All right, well, I don't know if we have any other guests right now. Nobody else is requesting up. I try to go out back, but the internet here is in the front of the house, so I go out back and I lose connection.
Did you actually have somebody who was doubting whether you can gain weight or lose weight on a plant-based diet?
Not today, but yeah, there was multiple people yesterday that was talking about wanting to gain muscle, and they were worried that they weren't going to be able to gain muscle eating only plants, which is ridiculous. There's bodybuilding vegans out there that are huge. Like Chip has a ton of muscle, so all plant-based. It's not only is it possible, but it's pretty easy. It's not very hard. You just have to eat intentionally, like I was saying before.
And here's the thing, for people who want to, and I'm not saying this to lose weight and not do anything, but I naturally lost weight when I first went plant-based years ago because I wasn't eating high-fat foods and stuff. I was, trying to eat as intentionally as possible. I found out that, I found out some candy was vegan, and it was over for me after that. So you have to be careful.
Yeah, you can eat anything, anything that non-vegans eat, you can eat vegan. Like, all that's out there, like candy, ice cream. Like, there's so many things. People think they have to give up all these things. No, you just have to pick a different option. Like, it's all out there. Like, I live in the middle of nowhere, and I can still find all these things. It's probably a lot harder here than a lot of other places.
Except for Oreos, you can find them anywhere. And I think they are not vegan anymore, but they were for many years.
I think the ingredients are still vegan, but they are now paying for animal testing.
Yeah,
So they're not vegan in that way.
Right. But unfortunately, when I was caretaking for my mother and my father, that's all they had in the house that I could eat. That's what I ate. Not a good thing. Don't take my advice on that one.
We need some more guests. This might end up just being a short stream here because I have some other stuff to do. We don't have many people coming up. I'd like to get at least one more good conversation. Request up if you want to talk about animals.
I always like to hear when they say, "Oh, vegans look really thin and pale." No, that's not the case, and that's why I became vegan, because I thought the same thing for a couple of years until I met a bunch of them, and I thought, no, I can do this. And I did it in a day. Yeah, that's true, Panhandler, but, when you have a sugar addiction, it doesn't help.
I see vegan anthem over here. What are you saying, buddy? it is not unfair. You have a problem with saying use animals and give up? Yeah, I understand the give up thing, like, I don't know what you're talking about with the use.
Yeah, so there's people who think using animals doesn't matter whether fairly or unfairly, it's wrong.
Yeah, that's what I think the title is on my other stream, saying like is using animals, I forget what I titled it, is using animals okay or something like that.
Higgs, or I can't see your name, Higgs. Can anyone on the panel name one being that never suffered unnecessarily? What do you mean? By eating plant-based, or just in general?
No, he's trying to make a gotcha, and it's like, okay, yeah, their suffering is an inherent part of being alive. That doesn't mean that we have to willfully contribute to the egregious suffering of other beings when we have other options. That's a really defeatist idea of, well, there's suffering in the world, so I'm going to go around and cause limitless suffering, and it doesn't matter. That's very silly and very defeatist, and I don't think that gets us further in any aspect of life.
Got it. I was just trying to figure it out. Thank you for that explanation.
Yeah, it doesn't want to come up, it just wants to sit in the chat.
Sit in the trash, did you say?
Sit in the chat. We do have another guest
Sometimes
now.
we should call it sit in the trash.
How are you doing? How do you feel about animals?
I actually would love to know your take on this. So I'm a vet assistant. I try to limit any animal suffering as much as I can. And I only use cruelty-free everything. I'm physically not, I would love to be vegan, but I'm not able to because of my allergies. I'm allergic to every substitute. My allergist is vegan. I'm sorry?
Every substitute? You know how many edible plants there are? Oh.
Animal what? Sorry.
Do you know how many edible plants there are? I'm cutting out.
Yes, I'm allergic to raw fruits, vegetables, plants.
Do you have MCAS?
I do.
I have MCAS too.
Are you vegan?
Yeah.
Would I be able to message you for like help?
Absolutely. So at one point I was down to 3 foods. I had very severe MCAS, like very frequent pre-anaphylaxis or anaphylactic symptoms. I will say getting on the right medications has helped me tremendously. Okay. I'm so happy to share what those are with you if you want to know. It's obviously different for everyone. Yeah. But even while being down to like very few foods, I don't know if you use any sort of like formula or like liquid meal replacements, which is very common when we get down to very few foods in MCAS. Yeah. Kate Farms is really great. It's very well tolerated by people with MCAS. Even people who are not vegan drink Kate Farms, especially if you go on like the MCAS subreddit. And it is on the pricier side. I would recommend buying in bulk. And also, I'm not affiliated with them or sponsored by them, but I do have a really good discount code I can send you as well. Obviously, clear it with your allergist if there's any like known allergies in it. I'm not trying to give medical advice. I'm just also another person with MCAS, so I really do get it.
No, my allergist and his whole family are vegan, and he even said like, may not work for you, but I would love to try because I feel sick I'm mentally sick that every time I have to eat meat. I hate it.
Yeah, I discovered that I was reacting and getting like different histamine responses to animal products, like only after I fully cut them out. But I really hear you. And for those that don't know, with MCAS, like This person is not trolling. It is, I cannot eat raw vegetables either. I have to cook everything. Like, some people can literally only eat 2 or 3 foods. I hope that medication management is going well for you. And then you can literally, I would be so happy to DM you and chat about, I'm really passionate about being able to be vegan with MCAS, because it is possible for some people. And what that looks like for me, and also what like the journey was for me of being able to figure out how to manage that, because MCAS is a terrible condition, and I'm very, very sorry that that's something you navigate.
Okay, I just followed both of you, so thank you. I'm looking forward to talking to you.
Of course.
Remy, can you send me the link too? I meant to ask you that the other day.
The
we
Kate
don't
Farms
need it.
link?
Yeah, for the discount.
Yeah, it's for your first order, so if you've ordered from them before, use a different email.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So it sounds like you're vegan. You're vegan as much as you can be, right? So once you figure out your plant-based diet, it sounds like you're already considering the animals when you make other choices throughout your life, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Yeah, would you want to look into Animal Justice 21? There's
Oh, yeah, I'll go there right now.
21 days of ethical reflection. It would be really nice to have your input on those days, since you're in a different position than most people.
Yeah.
You can make the reflections publicly so other people can see it too, and people can learn from you. It would be really nice to have your input on there.
Oh, great. Thank you.
It was so lovely to meet you.
Yes, you too. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye. That was awesome, Remy. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
So nice. It's nice to have somebody come up that's like in a different position than a lot of people, but then like you're there and you've gone through similar things, so like you guys can relate with each other really well. That's like awesome. Some people need that connection.
Yeah, of course. MCAS is definitely real. I know it sounds a little bit like someone's trolling, because people like to come up and be like, no, I'm allergic to this and this and this. Yeah, and to answer Julia's question, basically your mast cells are what release over 200 different mediators, including histamine. It's what happens when someone who, like, let's say they have a nut allergy, they consume a peanut and then they go into anaphylaxis. But in someone with MCAS, their mast cells are reacting constantly to everything, and they are getting hives constantly or going into anaphylaxis constantly. And so some people, I'm allergic to my own tears, I'm allergic to my own sweat. It's a ridiculous, terrible condition. But I am vegan, despite all of that.
Yeah, wow, that's got to be difficult. But it's like you said, like there's some vegetables that you can eat, but you have to cook them, right? Like you just can't eat them raw. And you know, there's tens of thousands of like fruits and vegetables and other foods. So when people say that they're allergic to all fruits and all vegetables, I don't know if that's 100% genuine, right? Because like there's probably some that you can eat. Maybe you have to prepare it a certain way, like you were saying, but I mean, you've done it. You're a vegan, right? So you kind of know how to navigate that. I think people just need to keep trying, you know, as best they can, and keep learning, and then, you know, you can, even people that it's more difficult for, like, they can get there eventually.
Yeah, with MCAS you do food trials, so literally you'll take like a food and like touch it to your tongue, and that's your food trial for the day to see if you have a reaction, and then you slowly increase the amount that you're eating. But I love to be representation for the disabled community within veganism, and talk about what that looks like for me and help other people that are navigating similar situations.
Yeah, that's great. We don't have any more guests. There was a couple people that requested, but they're not here. So request up now, or I might just end the stream for now because I have some other stuff to do, and I'll be on I'll be on YouTube, so you can come over to YouTube and follow me over there, if you want. But thank you, Chip. Really appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, amazing panel, by the way. Awesome, Remy. Well spotted, Remy. Very well done.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. We haven't met before. I gave you a follow.
Nice to meet you. Let me follow you also. Plus, there you go. Easy. Okay, well, see you around. The vegan community isn't that big.
I'm packing. I don't know how to pack anymore, even though I'm a travel agent. Yeah, I'm overpacking. I'm overthinking my packing. But yeah, I'm going to Seattle, which is going to be warm, and then I'm going to Alaska, which is going to be cold, so it's really hard to pack.
Yeah, that's difficult. Is it better to overpack or underpack?
Well, if you underpack, you can always get your clothes washed, especially where I'm going. But it's still like, do I need this? Do I want that? Anyway, it's just the way I am. I usually pack like a month ahead and then kind of edit. But yeah, anyway. I should do a workshop on that alone, how to pack as a vegan.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole other thing. All right, guys, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming up. Yeah, we're gonna end on TikTok. There's nobody else requesting up, and the viewers are dropping. So, thanks for coming up today, Remy. You are super helpful. So that's
Of course.
people can really learn a lot from you. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Anything I can do for the animals? Anything.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I have it on my list to send you more information about some of the other projects, so I haven't forgot about that yet. I'll probably try to get to it later today.
Perfect. Yeah, I'd love to help.
Awesome. All right, we'll see you guys later over here.
Peace
Bye,
out.
y'all.
Peace. Oh my goodness. All right, we're still on YouTube. Chip said he was going over to VSL. I think VSL is live now. If you guys do want to watch some conversations, debates, go follow Vegan Stoner Lady. She's probably on YouTube and TikTok. I think she's doing both. I might continue streaming. I don't know. What do you guys think? I have to go do some work demolishing something. Do you guys want to watch me do some demo work? Wonder if I can stop streaming on this phone and pick it up on this phone. Yes. Okay, let me pause the stream and see if I can move it over to my other phone. I think I'm back. All right. I don't think it works like that. I can't move the stream from one phone to another phone. So I'm just gonna have to use my hotspot, and there's no plug out here. Probably gonna need another charger for my other phone. It's gonna die. Green screen off. What's up, Ted? Ted's here. Do you see this little structure? This little roof? I need to take it down. So that's what I'm gonna work on. this is gonna reach. Cleaner's not here yet. I think they're supposed to be here by now. I can put this over here. It's going to kind of be in the way. Stay there. Does that work? Maybe? Ha, it reaches. Mason. Andy, what's up? So I was looking at it a little bit. I guess maybe I got to get up on the roof to take the top piece off. I have about an hour and a half. I think. What time is it? Yeah. Hour and a half. so tiny. I'm surprised I haven't fallen through the roof yet. That's crazy. Now I wish I didn't gain that weight. Wow, this roof is really hot too. I can see the pieces going this way though. I gotta just try to stay on. A lot of these like aren't even holding anything at all. I just touch it and it comes right out. Shit, I missed and knocked that one in farther. Oh no. zone while I'm underneath of something. Anthem. You guys are having discussion with Vegan Anthem here. I eat meat and it's good. I love lamb. Can you hear the plants screaming? Pretty dumb to not bring gloves. There might be some in the garage, the other garage. But... Is this working? I can't see. I still can't see. 52. Okay, that's charging. That's working. I got a new charger, and it seems to be charging my phone even when I'm using it, so that's good. This would be nice if it just had plants growing. That would be good. Should I get up there or just do it from down here? Probably from down here. Stuff all on my face. Gotta stand. speakers think. Probably don't like me right now. Almost done the loud part. That's broken. All this wood is like wet and rotting. Should have done this when I started. It wasn't as loud up top. Obviously, it's a lot louder underneath of it. And I got all this dust falling on me, which kind of sucks. But I do have earplugs, so I'm putting my earplugs in. This one. The wood broke again. Somebody put some screws in here at one point, and the screws don't want to come out. Need a little extra force to get the screws. Too hot. Probably have this whole. Maybe I'll have this whole thing done. Next. I'll lose my phones like this. Bend your nails over. Takes 2 seconds. Nails in this damn thing. Probably just take them up to the garage. at me. Probably just move this over here. Figured I could work around them, but I gotta clean it all. This is how they built the pyramids. Just like walk it down, pivot it on one leg. You can move heavy stuff like super easy, or big stuff by yourself. Really? It's magic. Another one. AP. What's up, AP? What's up, Fly? What's up, Nof? If you want me to come to your house and just destroy some shit, all I need is a hammer and a pry bar. I can destroy anything for you. I better grab that before I forget it. Attacked by a bug. It's gonna take me just as long to walk around and pick up all the nails out of the grass. I don't have a magnet. Now the table's in my way again. Patrick started. I didn't put any suntan lotion on. I'm gonna burn. That was dumb. Stop looking at my butt. I will need another tool to cut these metal poles down. Cut them and grind them down. But I think I'll get everything else today. Maybe I'll stay a little bit longer. Actually, it is. Is it 1 o'clock? 1:04. Almost got me. I was kind of afraid of that happening. Some of these aren't in there, like that one. So that one might do the same thing if I knock the other nail out. That's already out though. These are secure, so I don't think these will go anywhere. Like that. Now we're gonna go outside. about this? I really don't want this to spin around and hit me. It should just go now. It's just this middle piece. It's holding it up here. Before I step on one of these nails. Oh my God. That's a giant nail. This nail's so big it doesn't even fit in the claw of the hammer. It's crazy how long it takes to build something compared to how long it takes to demolish something. Oh, the plants. How many nails? That's definitely screwed in. Got multiple screws in it. I feel like maybe I should break these in half, but I'll check and I'll do it tomorrow if I need to. Just realized my phones are in the sun. Probably overheating. There's no really shady spot except over there. Yeah, Anthem's kind of ridiculous. Sawzall in the garage on top of the black toolbox. Okay, yeah, I think I saw that. I don't really need a Sawzall though. Just for the metal poles. Got ya. Okay, so she's gonna check on the dogs. Bo probably is gonna pee inside, but it'll be all right. I'll probably stay. Maybe I'll stay a little longer. I don't know. Maybe not. I think I can get this done pretty quickly. I wish I had a bigger hammer. Like a sledgehammer. melted and nailed in. I don't think these are going to come off easily. Open fuckers. $45 miles this morning. Nice. Yes, in PA, South Central PA. I'm in Gettysburg right now. It's a little hot. I should have put some suntan lotion on. It's like the middle of the day too, so. Basically got it all done. I just got to take a few bolts out, take those last 4 pieces down, and then I think I'll just wrap that up for today. I got about 20 more minutes. I don't know if I can do it in 20 minutes. We'll see. I don't know why I thought these were not going to come off easily. This one's just like coming right off. Nice. Oh, yeah, now we're going to hit some resistance. Just from being painted over. This is going to take a while though. And it would be nice to do this earlier in the morning. So maybe we just come back tomorrow. Probably only get 2 of these done. Just gonna clean up. Try to get all the nails I can find for now. I don't want to leave the nails overnight. stuff in my beard. Hands are all dirty. How's VSL doing in her stream? We got over 30 likes. We haven't got any gifts, no super chats. I mean, I'm not reading the super chats anyway, but and honestly, if you guys do want to donate anything, donate it to the Animal Justice or the GoFundMe. And if you guys want to start doing some activism with Animal Justice 21, let me know, and I'll get you entered in the contest for next month. The top 4 people are going to get like a cash prize. I would say all you really need to do is go live maybe 2 or 3 times a week for like 2 or 3 hours each time. Have some conversations, promote Animal Justice 21, and if you have one of the top referrals based on how many people that you've spoken with or viewers, we'll just go by viewers, then you can win a prize. Pretty simple, but I think if you go live a couple of times a week for a couple hours each, you'll probably be right at the top. Get all that done tomorrow. Make sure I'm still on time. $133. ASPCA. Where is that on there? What page? What page? On the resource page? Yeah, maybe we'll change that. Good catch there. I must have totally overlooked that. Or, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. But they support breeding. Ethical breeding. We got everything down for the 4 pieces that are bolted into. I can come back tomorrow morning. I picked up all the nails. I bent over most of the nails in the wood, put everything in the garage. There's some that may still have some nails or some screws sticking out, so just be careful if you move them. And some of the sheet metal is really sharp, so probably wear gloves. Jason's a puppy. I got this new battery. Check this out. It flips down, you can plug it right into the wall. It's got the lightning cord and a C cord. And you can charge it. You can charge it by plugging the cord in, and you can plug another cord in to charge something else. It was pretty cheap. It's got a little display. I don't know if you can see that. Little display, it tells you how much it's charged. It's going well, it's going well. I got this down for the most part. I took the whole top off. I just got the posts that go around. I'm gonna come back tomorrow morning and take them down. See, this side was all weathered and paint was all peeling off and stuff. It was missing a piece. We're gonna build a new one here. It's gonna be a lot nicer. So yeah, time to go. Make sure I don't miss the bus. I can hear again. I was probably talking super loud. Let's see. Let's take this off. Let's take this off first. Got this attachment here for my tripod, so now I can put both phones here. It like attaches here, and then this goes all around, and this comes out, clips in. On stage. Yeah, works pretty nice. I brought my stuff to do some outreach. Never really got a chance to. I just came here and then started doing the TikTok thing. I should have just stayed up in town. There was a lot of people in town. I stopped to get a coffee, and the coffee place was full. Like the table was taken, except like 1 or 2. I did talk to the people that work at the coffee shop, and I gave them one of the animal justice handouts, and I asked them if they could put it up on the wall. So he said he was going to talk to his boss and see if they can put it up there. Maybe we'll stop in there tomorrow morning and see if they put it up or not. And I have some of those pie box, the plant access initiative. I have some of the flyers for that too. I'll probably go around a few places and see if I can get them put up in some spot with a bunch of emails on Sunday, even though, I mean, today anyway, but I'm gonna go home and do that. Try to connect back with a few people. I did reach out to a bunch of churches. There's like a council of churches, like 30 different churches in this group. So, waiting to hear back from them to see if they want to do a plant-based. The next time they go to collect food, I want to see if they'll do plant-based only. I think we're good to go. And I can give them some resources on what they should like try to shop for and why. The most important part. Why are we doing plant-based? And it's not even plant-based. What I'm gonna give them is why vegan? It's not just about a diet. It's about aligning your morals with your actions. I might kind of dox myself here. Guys, if you want to come to Gettysburg, let me know. It would be really cool to get a couple people together. So Axel has this plan. It's Axel's idea to, or no, was it Axel's idea? Maybe I'm thinking of, maybe it was Justice. You guys know Justice? I hope I didn't just cut my internet out. Am I still here? I was gonna leave one of my handouts there too. I'll be back tomorrow. Justice. He is. It's back. Okay, cool. Bold activist for animal liberation. He organizes a group called BAL, B-A-A-L. He wants to create a network of like houses that activists can travel and stay at and do different like different types of like protests and disruptions and things like that, and outreach. He's not much of an outreach person. They like to do more like disruptions and stuff like that. I think that would be probably the lowest I could do it, $100 a night for a 6-bedroom house. So technically it could be 6 people, it could be less than $20 a night. Go this way. I'm going for it anyway. Ooh, there's a really nice Corvette in front of me. I almost got hit by a car earlier today. Some lady was on her phone, and she was in the wrong lane, and she went to cut over into the lane I was at. Like, I was literally right there. And then the sheriff drove by. I was like, officer, you need to talk. I was at and the light turned green, and I just sat there, and I waited for the light. I waited there the whole time until the light turned yellow, and then I went through, and it turned red, and she had to sit through the light again. She was on the phone. She stayed on the phone. She was like, "This guy is not moving. He's just sitting in front of my car." Go ahead. It was funny. Oh, I was gonna stop at the other coffee shop. I might lose service. I'm gonna go in here and see if I can put one of the animal justice cards up. Oh, you know what? It might be closed today. Shit. And I'm not supposed to go in this way. Doing it anyway. Damn, am I cutting out again? Nobody's here? Can you hear me? Am I here? I'm here? Okay. Yeah, I was talking about Vegan Heretic's book. That would probably be a good video. Or even like online, do an online outreach and have somebody that's like really religious, and then I can just go through the book and like read things and show it to them. That would probably make a good video. See, you know, YouTube's lying. Yeah, they're liars. I need to take a shower. I feel like I got that dust all over me. A few days? No. What are we gonna do without no? I really wish I brought the Huel. Now I gotta go home and like eat a bunch of food later. I drank a coffee later in the day. I'm gonna eat my meal later in the day. My heart rate last night I think was 50, which is higher than lately, so that's not good. I went to bed late last night. My ring died. My ring started using more battery than normal. I think I turned on some setting that I should probably go back and turn off. Now my ring doesn't even last a full day. I have to like charge it a little bit twice.
Don't have your bike parked there so people know we don't want to hit it. And so leave it off the sidewalk.
Could I put it like more on an angle so it's not, it has to be up on the sidewalk?
Yeah, because we have to pull it up.
Yeah, it's not in the way of the bus though.
There's a bike path there.
I'm waiting for the bus here, so I put it there so I can just put it right up on the bus. The police told me I have to keep my bike in the road. They said I'm not allowed to ride the bike on the sidewalk. So that's why I stay in the street. So, yeah. The bus driver apparently knows better than the police. It's not even in the way of her bus, so I don't know what she's talking about. But that's frustrating. I hate when you get told two different things by two different, like, authority. Is the bus driver the authority here? I don't know. And they do have bike racks that are, like, on the sidewalk. So that's a little bit confusing. When the police tell you you have to stay in the road because you're a vehicle, and then the bike racks are, like, on the sidewalk, kind of. Like, why isn't there, like, a parking space with the bike rack? That way you stay in the road. Nilf, are you still here? Did you sign up for the march later this year? I want you to come be on my team. Apparently a lot of people on TikTok are from, like, that New York area. So I might be able to get a couple of those people to come do parts of the march. I talked to somebody yesterday. He wants to join for the last, like, 3 days or something like that. That'll be cool. You too, Fly. Are you in New York? You should come and do the march. You're not in New York, though, in September. Are you going to be in New York in September? Till October, yeah. Well, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I'm sure there will be other events. Aaron P. Tofu bob and the crusty tail. Whoa, what the hell is that? Bye. They switched to a new app to buy my bus ticket, and it's more money. They raised the price up and made it like really confusing. That sucks. I think I hear the bus. Oh, the bus is here. I have to get onto the bus. I'll be right back. I can keep this on, I just have to switch phones. Hold on. This is all right. I hope I don't drop my phone. What the hell did I do? This? Recharge. Oh, okay, that makes it easy. I have to put my card in again? Oh, that's a pain. You think it would save my card information? No. Apparently I gotta put my card information again, so hold on a second. That's such a pain. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. That's why. I'll have to check it out. I'll check it out later. Hours. You can ride the bus back and forth. One ticket. Should we put a green up? Should we do like this? Gotta get back to all the dogs. So have any of you guys had the Soylent drinks? I was talking about it earlier. Nobody answered. I guess no.
Yeah, you go to 1022 weeks for the 6 that's holy hell.
They're like 400 calories. And they have 20 grams of protein and like 20% of all the stuff that you need. So you could drink 5 of them and get like 100% of everything. 2,000 calories. Well, that was kind of interesting. Because Huel has 40 grams of protein. And some of the things are like higher in percentage, and some are lower percentage. So if you drink 5 of them, you're getting like 200 grams of protein, which you probably don't need 200 grams of protein in a day. And you're getting like 500% of some things. I mean, it's not necessarily too much, but it's probably not necessary.
Yeah, Gilbert, my time had to get adjusted earlier. You see what time I have the lunch in for? I asked for it to be 130 or 145, but it wasn't good.
I might, I reached out to Huel to see if they would sponsor the march, and they got back to me and they said no. Too competitive, I think. There's a lot of people that have way bigger channels than me that are trying to get, trying to like partner with them. So I reached out to Soylent, asked them the same thing. I think they're a little bit lesser known, so maybe they'd be more open to partnering with like a smaller channel. Yeah, what's up, John? Oh boy. Thanks, you too. Little thing. Did you guys see my short I posted of that cow in that little rented trailer? Another little trailer just went by. Like that one. It was probably even smaller than that one. Wonder where that cow was going. Literally just one cow. AP, I was doing that a little bit earlier. When I first started the stream, I was doing that, so you can go back and watch that. We did it, we only had a couple of conversations. But yeah, didn't get many requests, and I had something else I had to do, so just kind of cut that early. But for the couple of people that came up, it was good conversations. Let them go a little bit longer than I have been. I don't know if I'm gonna do another one when I get home. I might have time. Maybe we'll do another short one. Maybe like an hour. Whoa. But yeah, I'm not doing it right now, if that's what you're asking. Is the sound work? Oh, I think I was just covering up the microphone. Is it better now? Or might have been a little muffled. I'm using my other phone, so it might just be a worse mic. It's like a cheap phone, probably has a cheap microphone. Jake on a boss. Second channel. I got too much to deal with now. I want to make some animal justice network channels. Actually, I just made the Facebook page. Well, that's not true. I made a Facebook page a couple months ago, and then I did nothing with it. Like, I didn't change the picture. I did like, it was just called Animal Justice, and then I think I realized that there was another Animal Justice around the same time, and I was like, well, now I don't want to make it just Animal Justice. I don't want to have the same name. So that's when I started calling the Animal Justice Network. You know, I put that other word on there, since that's what it is. But yeah, I just updated the Facebook page, so go follow it. You guys can be like the first followers. Search Animal Justice Network, hopefully it'll come up. Talks about the different projects a little bit. I'm gonna do daily posts for a little while to explain each different project with a little more detail, maybe screenshots and some of the projects, to post them on there. Yes. I wanted to have somebody that's more experienced with like social media help with the social media pages, but we haven't been able to find a volunteer for that yet. So I'm just gonna do some of it myself as I have time. But I started with Facebook because my dad wants to share it with like his friends, and a lot of older people are on Facebook. I think it might be a good way to bring in some donations to help fund different projects more. But then there's like a bunch of animal rights people on Instagram, so I want to get on Instagram too. But you can actually do both like at the same time. So I need to do that. I need to get them linked together so I can post just on Meta and it goes to both. Nice, that sounds good. Animal revenge. I really like Arm the Animals. I like to put those emojis in the comments sometimes. Like a gun and a cow, or like a sword and a chicken, or whatever. There's already a group called Arm the Animals. They got really cool t-shirts. What's her name? Phil? What's up, Phil? Are you new here? Practice of following a strictly plant-based diet. No. Sorry, you are incorrect. Try again. We're all going to Fly's house. Instagram and Threads are insane. Yeah. I don't do Threads. I guess I have an account. They just like make one for you.
Now approaching Gateway Gettysburg.
Oh, that's sad. It reminds me of X. X has a lot of crazy stuff on there. It's funny how certain types of people end up on like these certain platforms. Yeah, so is Phil still here? Oh yeah, sorry, I just saw your other comment. How am I incorrect? Gave you the conventional definition. Interesting. Yeah, I have the same question as Neil. Where did you get that? Where did you see that definition? Sorry, I'm so bouncy on the bus. still here, Phil? Thanks for the hearts. Yeah, that wasn't on all messages. Wonder if that made a difference. Let's see, can I put this on here? What do you guys think about this? Oh, it gives me an error and says that it can't do the sticker after I put it in. Oh yeah, the countdown. We did that before. What do you guys think? Should I do another stream when I get home? Do some TikTok talks? It'll be later in the afternoons. I'll be back at 3. Maybe I'll start it at like 4. It's gonna be kind of late for people in Europe, but it'll be better for people on the West Coast. Still probably get decent viewers. The crusty kale. That's funny. Okay, cool. I'll probably do it for. Maybe I can do 2 hours from 4 to 6. That'll probably work. I don't know if I got my steps in today. I'm trying to increase my steps, and it's actually really hard to get over 15,000 steps a day. I need to like go for multiple walks a day. Be like super intentional about it, otherwise I probably won't get 15,000 steps a day. And then I want to go up to 20,000 and within like, if I can get 15,000 a day for at least a week, then I'll increase. Maybe I'll go to 75 or 17.5 first. I should plan it out. I should just plan it out all the way until the March. Get up to 30,000. Rod is an empirical observation. That makes sense. That's what you were describing. What vegans do, but not really what vegan is. So yeah, the motive. Do you not understand what the motive is behind it? Aaron P eats 30 pounds of dog meat a day. That's a lot of dog. Can you love dogs and eat them too? about running. Yeah, I have an injured knee and ankle. Like, I injured my knee and my ankle pretty bad a long time ago, and I get a lot of pain when I run. So I can run a little bit, but if I run like a mile, I have to stop because it gets really painful. That's something that I'm trying to work on. I need to stretch my foot more, stretch my knees. But yeah, I'm trying to. So that's the only thing I'm worried about, walking 15 miles a day for 2 weeks. It's gonna be a lot on my ankles specifically, but potato. Just Jim, you're okay with eating dogs? It's kind of weird. He says eat meat because then your body will work properly. The funny thing is, this happened like 10 years ago, or even longer. Happened like a little over 10 years ago. Way before I was vegan. When I ate like crap, fast food. My diet was fast food, energy drinks, and alcohol. If I was healthier back then like I am now, I probably would have healed a lot better. And also not using it as much. I used to be pretty stubborn when I would be injured. I would just like not give it the rest that it needed. Ever since leg day. That's a good question, Phil. I appreciate you thinking about the topic. But honestly, what does that have to do with the choices that you make? In other places, if they're using an animal for things like that, they might not really have any other options. It's not something that I agree with. Maybe they should just kind of do it themselves. But like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with you, though. Like in your choices. I mean, for example, I don't eat avocados or almonds or whatever that come from using bees. Like there's certain places that they're 100% dependent on using bees for those. So if I have a choice I just choose something else, right? Same thing with using an animal to plow your fields for wheat. Maybe they have a choice. Maybe they can choose, the farm that uses an animal or a farm that doesn't use an animal, then choose to get the wheat from a farm that doesn't use the animal. There is a running group doing the march later this year. They're going to start a week later, and I think they're going to run 30 miles a day and catch up to the walking group. So if you're a runner and you want to join, same thing. Like, you can just come for one day, you can do it for the whole week. But yeah, there's a running group as well. Yeah, and then if people want to talk about if we're not farming animals, everybody's going to lose their jobs. 5 million people are going to lose their jobs. First of all, 5 million people is not that many people. But like, we can create, if we stop using animals for certain things, we can create so many other jobs too. So it's not a very genuine argument. It's a very narrow-minded argument. So look at China, actually. China specifically, China doesn't really use bees. China basically wiped out their bees. Like, they don't have a population of bees that they can even use to pollinate their food. They literally do use humans to hand pollinate most of their crops that need pollination. They have jobs for people to do that. And then also in the future, we'll be able to use like robots or something, you know. But there's ways that you can also create a natural environment for wild bees to come and pollinate your area. So you don't have to like rent bees that are like farmed. There's a lot of different ways that we can do it, you know. Yeah, robot AI bees. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Why do vegans suffer from a B12 deficiency? Is that what you're saying there? I'm pretty sure vegans have a lower rate of B12 deficiency compared to non-vegans. So like, why do people that aren't vegan have a B12 deficiency? Why do people have a vitamin D deficiency when they're not vegan? Like, why are most people that are not vegan are deficient in something? It's not an argument for anything. Like, it's gonna happen to some people just because, you know, of who they are or whatever. Some people have problems absorbing whatever nutrients. That's why you should get your blood tested, track your nutrients and how things change over time. Because when you get older, it's harder for your body to absorb certain nutrients as you get older, right? So you should be tracking things, you should be changing things, improving things. You should do that anyway, whether you're vegan or not. And if you do that, you'll probably end up going closer to a plant-based diet anyway, because it's like the best thing you can do. It's one of the best things you can do for your health. And then there's a lot of people, including myself, that started doing something like that, and then one day you just realize what the animals are actually going through, and then it just clicks in your head, and then you become vegan, right? And you're like, well, wow, now I'm going to eat a plant-based diet because I don't want these animals to be exploited. B12 is strictly obtained from animal products only. False. That's completely ridiculous, man. Where did you hear that? Because that's just straight up misinformation. Synthetic foods? I mean, I don't really eat synthetic foods, so I don't really know what you're talking about there either. Synthetic foods. Do you think water's synthetic because it's filtered? I mean, I guess it's not natural because we take a bunch of shit out of it. Literally, we probably were removing shit out of the water so you could drink it and not die at 30 years old. Synthetic water. Drink your synthetic water. It's good for you. Randy. Randy, are you here, Randy? Where are the cows? Are they over here? Where'd the camera go? Oh, there they are. The camera doesn't flip when I have the green screen going. The cows were actually laying down the road. Don't leave, Randy. You need to learn this. This stream is just for you, Randy. Don't leave. Comment more useless stuff. Ask some questions. Damn, Phil, you're going hard with the misinformation. Now, I just read the second part. The only time non-vegans have deficiency is if they have parasites or suffer from malabsorption. Well, yeah, malabsorption. That's what. Or they're just not eating what they need.
Now approaching Cross Keys Village.
Because if you're just eating animal products, like a carnivore diet that just eats meat, you're probably not getting all the nutrients that you need. Like, you can eat animals sometimes and get all your nutrition if you're eating a variety of plants as well. But ethically, why would you exploit animals to take eggs or milk or chop them up into little pieces when you don't have to? You can get all your nutrition from plants. You can get your B12 from fortified foods. I mean, all the B12 is basically synthetic. The cows are given cobalt so that they can synthesize the B12. But like, they're supplemented the cobalt to make the B12. A lot of times they're just given B12 anyway. And other things. They're supplemented other things too. Yeah, see, B12 is injected into the animals. So you're literally just getting supplements through a cow. Why not just take them yourself? It's the same thing. Like, most of the supplements are given out, and then people consume it. It's way inefficient. If you have problems absorbing certain nutrients, you should probably be taking a supplement because your body will absorb it better from a supplement. Taking a supplement consistently, supplement whatever you're deficient in, because everybody's deficient in something. Like 95% of people are deficient in something. Produced by microbes, yes. Found in animals, yes, it can be. Yeah, but these animals don't really live that long, and these animals, they grow so fast and they don't consume enough and synthesize enough. So a lot of times they're like the animals. I think a lot of the animals are anemic, so they get a supplement iron, and then a lot of them are B12 deficient, so they supplement the B12, or like they give them supplement the cobalt so they can synthesize the B12. But when you go and you get stuff that, more organic stuff, then a lot of times they're not supplemented, so then you're not getting what you think that you're getting from these animals. That's why everybody's deficient. Just take the damn supplement. Leave the animals alone. Even if the animals could synthesize all the nutrients you need, let's just say if you ate an animal, whatever, a cow, a chicken, a duck, a pig, and you got perfect nutrition. And you can also get the same thing from plants and supplements. Is that like justify exploiting these animals? No, it doesn't. You still have alternatives. That's what I'm saying. You just have to do a little bit of research into those things. Look it up. Ask a AI to make you a meal plan where you get your nutrition. Put it into Chronometer to check. I've done streams like that where I put every day into Chronometer and I show how I'm hitting every single thing. The one thing actually I wasn't getting was iodine, and then I got some nori, and I do. Fruitarians. I mean, if you want to be a fruitarian, go ahead, but just do the same thing I'm saying. Track your blood, track your nutrients through your blood test. If you're eating just fruit, you should probably do blood tests every 3 months or 6 months. I probably wouldn't wait a full year. If you haven't been doing any blood tests, that's what I would recommend. Probably every 3 months to start a few times, and then if everything's okay, you're taking whatever other supplements you need, whatever. Maybe go out to 6 months, and then maybe go out to a year. But I would recommend doing that for anybody changing up their diet or whatever a lot. I mean, when you're trying to improve your health and specific deficiencies or whatever, some things change within 3 months. Some things don't really change until you've been consistently eating whatever diet you are for like a year. So you kind of have to test your blood more frequently to really be able to see how things are changing. And there's a lot of blood tests you can just do from home. I do mine from home. I don't even go to the doctor. They send me a little kit. I just stick it on my arm. Fills up the little thing. You send it back, and they give you your results. So you literally do it from home. It's super easy. Doesn't cost that much. You can pay with the HSA account, HSA card if you have one, which you should probably have an HSA account anyway. It's one of the best ways to save money for medical expenses, tax free. Not eating meat does not do a thing. Did you mean to make that like one sentence? Because it doesn't really make sense. Does not do a thing. Not eating meat does not do a thing. I don't know. I think your grammar is kind of like my grammar. It doesn't make too much sense. I'm not sure what you're talking about though. Do you mean like for animals? because in the U.S., if you're vegan in the U.S., you're gonna spare around 240 animals on average in 1 year as a vegan. You will, if you are not vegan, you are responsible for exploiting around 240 animals a year. That's a lot of animals. Imagine 240 animals in front of you right now. You can go look it up and see the specific animals, and it's like 30 chickens, I don't know, 60 fish or something like that. It's a bunch of like shellfish on average. Maybe somebody can post the site here. Nice sticker, thank you. Doesn't affect the supply chain. Well, it does. I mean, we've literally seen it. Dairy has been on a decline for a while now. Why do you think that is? You know, most people, over 50% of people choose alt milks instead of dairy milk in their coffee. It's literally like 55% of people now, something like that. Over 50% of people are saying no to cow's milk. Thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, also, why do you think beef prices are going so high? It's not logical to exploit animals. It's pretty illogical. You're just making decisions based on your feelings. 100% based on your feelings. And whenever you make decisions 100% based on your feelings, you're probably gonna make a mistake there. We need to make decisions based on feelings and logic. There has to be a little bit of both, because just when you just appeal to logic, the logic side of things, people get creative and people try to justify horrible things. And if it's just based on feelings, the same thing kind of happens where you look for things specifically to support whatever you're feeling. And this is what non-vegans do. They feel a certain way. So they try to find things that justify it. But if you really then looked at those excuses logically and look at the whole picture, you normally end up running into, different logical fallacies, and so we need a little bit of both. You have to feel a certain way, and then really dig into the logic behind it, and try to make sure that you're not cherry picking certain things just to benefit how you feel, but actually, look into it with an open mind. Truth over bias. That's such a projection. There's about 150 million vegans. 150 million vegans. Do you think that makes a difference? Oh, not high and mighty though. I'm not reading all your comments, just copy and paste it again. I can't see every single one. I think it's possible for a vegan world to happen within our lifetimes. I mean, I don't know how old everybody is, but unfortunately, I think something really bad is going to happen that'll really push everything forward instead of humans just waking up and doing better. I think a lot of humans need a slap in the face, or something like the alpha gal tick. But like actually stopping people from eating animals, because I hear people talk about this. It's a vegan tick. When you get bit by it, you become vegan. Like, no, that's not the case. When you get alpha gal, it's just red meat. So people that get alpha gal are probably going to exploit more animals, because they're going to switch from eating cows to eating chicken and eating pork. They've selectively bred pigs. I meant to say pigs. They've selectively bred pigs to not have that allergen in them anymore. So there's like alpha gal safe pigs that you can eat. And if you can eat chickens, you're going to be exploiting more animals. It's not a vegan tick. It doesn't make you stop eating animal products. It's probably going to make people eat more animals, more individuals. You just insult your way out. Who's insulting you? If you feel insulted, maybe you should learn more. Not eating meat individually does not hurt anything unless you're physically killing the animal. What? What? The slaughter man wasn't going to go broke without me or kill any less animals? Bro, what are you talking about? The arrogant swine. Bro, that name. It's a funny comment. Are you calling me old? Do you want to guess how old I am? That's funny. I don't think I'm that old. Probably live longer than you. So I used to have a mental health disorder before I was vegan. Veganism actually cured my my depression, so I feel a lot better now than I ever did. So that's kind of interesting. And I'm not malnourished. I actually track my blood. I have almost everything is in an optimal range, not just normal, but optimal. I'm healthier than 95% of people. So probably way healthier than you are. It's just funny when people come in here and say these things, because they probably they're probably just projecting. It's 100% objective truth that you can be stronger and healthier if you ate meat. That is... Where's your source for these claims, bro? Go actually look up some research. You would see that you would be totally wrong. Totally wrong, dude. It's so funny that people say meat, they say protein, and they say meat, when meat is lower than soy as a protein. What is higher than soy is eggs and dairy, but nobody talks about protein from eggs and dairy. Talk about meat, and like that's wrong. Like if you said even like if you really wanted to
Now
argue
approaching
about the protein,
Walnut
you should be talking about eggs and dairy,
and
not
Railroad.
meat. It just really shows that you don't know what you're talking about. And a soy protein isolate is one of the best things. It's pretty comparable to eggs and dairy. It's way better than meat. Thanks, Ron.
Yep, thank you.
Have a good day. What did I eat yesterday? I ate something yesterday with soy protein isolate. I forget what it was. I am riding my bike. I'm trying to ride my bike more to get my steps in. Oh, I forgot to put a sticker. I think I'm gonna go put a sticker over here. Forgot to put a sticker in Gettysburg on this electrical box. Everybody put stickers on it. I was just sitting in the coffee shop and I saw people walking around and they were stopping at that intersection and like they were reading all the stickers on the box. I'm like, man, I gotta put an animal justice sticker over there. Let's circle back. I'm gonna put a sticker in here. They always take everything down. I'm not putting a sticker in here in case somebody's watching me. Somebody's watching me. We got these cool stickers here. Uh-oh. Bus driver staring at us. Move along. We go around town and stick them on different things. Definitely did not just put a sticker on there. Alright. I'm gonna, oh shit, you know what? I didn't put the thing back up. And I did this the other day. I felt really bad about it. That's funny, I came back by and saw it. Put it up. Alright, I'm not gonna read the comments while I'm riding my bike. I'm just gonna end the stream here. Get your last comments in. Deleted. Did somebody get timed out? Do you even know how your vegetables are farmed? They kill everything. Go to a vegan farmer, bro. They don't kill everything. Dumbass. Yeah, VSL's still live. I will see you over there. Peace, guys. I'll probably be back in like an hour, so I think VSL ends around 4. When VSL ends, I'll start my next, we'll do some TikTok talks, okay? I will see you guys in a little bit. Peace.